Hey, what's up? This is Neil Napier. Hey, welcome to this session. Give me a quick one if you can hear me okay, and two if you can see the screen as well. The screen should say, finally, this AI sits on your computer, does all your work. And I promise you one thing above anything else. Today, you're going to see this AI in action and your jaw's going to hit the floor. So, one and twos. So, I know that I'm coming through fine and then based on that we'll continue. So I'm just going to wait for a few responses. I want to be sure that you are here, everything is good. And just so you know, I'm going to interact and engage with you throughout this session. But like I said, I just want to make sure everything is coming through fine. Fantastic. Also, by the way, let me know in the chat box where you're coming from. As you know, we're in the Northern Hemisphere, so it's warm summer. For some of our friends, it's really, really warm, but for me at the moment, it's okay. So I see Michelle, Stan, Don, David. We've got Justin as well. Hey, Justin, how's it going? Adrian, fantastic. Let me see who else do we have. I see more names. For some of you, I don't see your names properly, but I see most of the names. So, welcome to this one. Again, I know, given the time and date, I really, really appreciate that you're able to make it. Again, I want to reiterate this because this is important. This is going to be a different session than what you've usually seen, right? Usually you get into these sessions, there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of like, hey, what if this and what if that? But with this one, you're actually going to see stuff happen in front of you, and you're gonna watch me check off my to-do list basically for today. I've got a list of things I need to get done, and you're gonna watch me do that while I'm presenting to you. When I say me, you're gonna watch my AI handle everything in the background. So again, welcome to the session. Just give me 1 second. Awesome. So, yep, as I was saying, this is the big promise for you today, that what I'm going to show you is an AI that sits on your computer and actually does all your work, not just on the browser, but on your computer. Like, it can clean up your folders, it can do your accounting, it can organize things, I mean, just to throw some examples at you, it can help create your videos, it can create your videos, it can create shorts out of a long video, it can edit your video, like literally anything you want it to do. But not just that, there's more that it does to actually make you money online. And I know you've been to these sessions before, you watched them before thinking, Neil, not another one where you're saying like AI is going to make us money. But I'll let you be the judge of that. By the end of this, if you don't feel confident enough that this AI is going to make you money, then you don't have to ever attend another session from me. Like, promise you don't have to ever attend another session from me. So the reason why this one's different compared to everything else is that it sees your screen. It's actually watching my screen right now, and it's just waiting right now. It's staying in the background. It's not doing anything, but it's just watching the screen right now. And I'm going to show you how it can actually help you. Like, think about it like this, right? You purchased a lot of tools before. Maybe you understand a lot of things, but you don't understand some. Whenever you get stuck, this AI will act as a virtual assistant and will solve complex problems for you. So it works in anything that you are logged into or that you're browsing, Camtasia, Photoshop, CapCut, GoToWebinar, Chrome, anything. Like practically anything that's on your computer, it can figure it out and it can work that for you. And the key thing I want to drive home for you today is that just like you, I too have a lot of unfinished projects. I have a laundry list of tasks that I want to do in my business, but I just can't get to because there's so much to do, right? I could literally sit down and start working through things, and I will still not get it done after a week or a month because new things keep coming in. This one can actually finish the things for you, right? That's the big differentiator. There's a lot of AI tools that you would have seen, like, hey, it can make videos for you, it can, fill out your forms on your website, all those different things. It can do a part of your task. Nothing you have seen until now can actually get everything done because they're all really good at doing like parts of like small things. This is the first time where this AI system, we call it Odin, and you're going to see that in action today, understands the context of everything that you're doing and actually emulates you, almost clones you to get stuff done. And this happens on your own computer in front of your eyes while you focus on what only you can do. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a networking call you need to do with a colleague, with a friend, or maybe you want to go buy something, for example, and then you want to implement that. You can do all that stuff, but then AI can handle everything else. So this is unique, this is different, right? Harry's saying, is it really going to do all that? I'm going to show you. Like, I will let you be the judge of that, and then you tell me what you think about it. Okay, so let's actually do a quick test here before I go any further. I'm going to let Odin introduce itself to you, and I promise, like, there's a lot of things still I want to share with you, so don't worry, I'm not like, giving control to Odin, as it were, but I'm going to let Odin just tell you what it is right now. Okay, so let's do this. Hey, Odin. So I'm presenting a session right now about you to my audience. Can you tell them a little bit about who you are and what you can do for me if I sell products online, if I do affiliate marketing, that sort of thing? Okay.
Hey everyone, I'm Odin. I'm a desktop AI companion that lives in Neil's menu bar, and I'm always available through push to talk. I can see his screens, remember what matters to him, and I can do work for him directly for anyone who sells products online or runs affiliate marketing. Here's the practical value. I can watch your screen and build the exact thing you need. From what you're already looking at, that means I can write sales emails, draft webinar scripts, build offer pages, create webinar slides, research competitors, set up automations, and handle all the tedious execution that normally eats your day. For example, if you're building a funnel, you can show me the page and tell me what's missing, and I'll write the copy, suggest the structure, or even draft the whole thing. If you're doing affiliate marketing, I can review the product you're promoting, write your email sequence, build your bonus page, or create the social posts too. Drive traffic. I can also run tasks in the background while you keep working, so you're not the bottleneck. And because I remember your projects, your style, and your goals, I get faster and more useful the more we work together. Basically, I turn your ideas and screenshots into finished marketing assets so you can spend more time selling and less time staring at a blank page.
Okay, that's it. What do you think? What are your thoughts on this? I mean, I think that is incredible, right? Like, just type in incredible or amazing or awesome, whatever, if you think that this is an AI that sits on my computer and can basically do anything I want. And this used to be people that would outsource things to in the past, like not anymore, not starting today, because in the past you could go hire, say, someone from the Philippines, and great people, you could pay $5 to $10 an hour, have them make bonus pages, have them do research for you, have them do cold email marketing for you, all those things. And look, they are good, and I want them to be good. But often when you're dealing with people, you end up in a position where the internet goes off, some family emergency comes up, they can't do the work. For the first time ever, you can actually have AI finish the things. But again, this was just a preview of Odin. You're going to see it more in action a little bit later as we get into it. But I want to introduce you first to Adavia Davis, right? I want to talk about Adavia Davis because Adavia is a guy who runs a network of faceless YouTube channels. So he is cashed in on the automation trend, AI automation trend, and it's very simple content, right? Very, very simple content that he's putting out day after day, week after week, month after month. And as he was doing this, this was his bottleneck. He was creating a ton of videos. I'm talking about 20 videos a day. Every video would need a script, it would need a voiceover, and it would need to be edited, right? And each of those traditionally means that you go hire someone. And when you do that, the output gets capped based on how fast people can work, how much content they can produce, all those things. And then again, there's a lot of sort of waiting for people. So one person will do the script, one will review it, one will then create the video, one will edit it, one will finalize it, the sixth person will post it, right? Or maybe multiple people do multiple things. But it means there's always a sort of bottleneck. Sometimes he was a bottleneck. And even though for him, he was making money in this process, he had problems because you might find something that works. And I'm sure you know a lot of things that work already because you've attended a lot of sessions like these. I mean, there's a lot of other people, except for me, who've been teaching good stuff about what works, what doesn't work, and you want to do it, but there's so many steps involved, right? There's absolutely so many things that you need to do. Now, in case of Adavia, this is something he did differently. Instead of hiring people, he relied on AI. Instead of hiring video editors, so he didn't hire script writers, he did not hire video editors, he did not outsource narration to voice actors on Fiverr or anywhere else, and he did not stop sleeping to keep up with the upload schedule, right? Because, when you're making money, you want to just like work 20 hours a day. He was not doing any of that. He removed the dependence on people completely so he could do it all using AI. And when you do that right, when you're able to position that right, this is what it typically looks like. Like, I want to show you this. This is what it typically looks like. And by the way, everything I'm showing you, all the numbers and everything is documented, right? This is not sort of estimated. This is documented. So he was doing, let me go further, 1 second. So he was doing 40 to 60K a month in revenue from 5 channels, right? 40 to 60K a month in revenue from 5 channels. That's what he was producing. Profit margins were 85 to 89%. Why? Because his only costs were like API costs. His only costs were AI usage costs that he would pay. And he was doing this 2 hours a day. And altogether, like, if he was producing 6 hours worth of content, it would cost him $60 altogether. But again, because of YouTube, because of how much Google would pay to him, because of that, it was a lot of money, right? And all this matters a lot because Adavia isn't a YouTube personality. This isn't a guy who jumps on camera every single day to present something. He's not an influencer the way a lot of other people are. He's been doing it completely faceless, right? So what he doesn't have is fame. What he has instead is a system in a pipeline that just works. And the good thing is nowadays that same principle can be applied to everyone. Like, no matter what it is you do, no matter what you choose, that will work for you as well. But let's do a quick gut check here, okay? So I want you to answer this for me in chat. Let's just quickly answer this question. Write this down honestly for me. How many hours did you spend on repetitive tasks last week that you think a system could have handled? Just put in the number. How many hours did you spend on repetitive tasks last week that a system could have handled? That could be cleaning up your email, responding to people. That could be if you're doing affiliate marketing, reviewing products, whatever. If you're doing agency, actual client fulfillment as well, like posting on social media, for example, creating video content, creating written content, all those different things, right? Just type in a number, 0 to 160, I guess 186 hours in a week, right? So 0 to 186 hours in a week. And I know you need to sleep as well. We all need to sleep. So how much time did you actually spend on repetitive tasks? And when you write that down, hold on to that number because we're going to come back to it. Okay? Do hold on to that number. Now, just so you know, this part usually comes sooner, but I really wanted to show you, Odin, before we got into anything, just so you understand what we're doing here. I want you to stay until the end today because you're going to discover how to build the same hands-off the task model that Adavia runs without writing a single line of code. Like, no technicality. You can just speak it, you can write it, but that's it. You get the same level of automation, not just with YouTube, but with literally anything. Again, this I want to emphasize. You heard Odin early on. If you're coming in late, you didn't, but you heard Odin early on that whatever you want done on your computer, Odin can do it. Whatever. Literally whatever. For more complex things, it takes more steps, obviously. But for more simple things, it's like this. In fact, not just your computer. I'm going to show you this in a minute, but I can do that from my mobile as well. Right, so how to build the same hands-off the task model that Adavia runs without writing a single line of code. Why this works, even if you've never touched automation before. And again, coming into this session, you might be like, Neil, this is my first day dealing with automation. I'm just completely green behind the ears, right? This is day one for me. That is perfectly fine. I promise you, as long as you own a Windows computer, as long as you own a Mac, you can use this. Simple as that. As long as you have one of these two devices, you can use this. That's how technical you need to be. If you turned on your computer this morning and you're watching this from your computer, heck, even if you're watching this from your mobile phone, you shouldn't be, but if you are, you can do this. Then number 3, I'm going to give you a very, very special bundle pricing today on Odin. I mean, we're just bringing it to market. I think it's an incredible tool. I'm going to show you this from start to finish. If you fall in love with it, as I have, then you'll have an opportunity to get in today, end of the session, at a one-time price. If you don't fall in love with it, perfectly fine. But if you do, I would encourage you to get it at a one-time price because this is a launch special deal that we're doing. Number 4, there's also going to be money back guarantee as always, which makes it for you a hands-off decision. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Neil Napier. I've been doing this thing for 13 plus years. And look, I gotta go back a little bit and tell you that the very first time I tried to sell something online, I had to learn Photoshop. I had to literally learn Photoshop. I had to download it, pay for it. I had to learn it. It was horrible. I'm not a designer. I actually don't have a design bone in my body. but I had to learn Photoshop just to do a basic sales page design. It didn't come out very well, but I did it anyway. Now, with Odin, I can actually have Odin design a sales page for me, even inside Photoshop if I wanted. But to be honest, it does a pretty good job outside of Photoshop as well, so I don't need it. Right? So this is how far technology has come. This is how far things have come. And now I focus on teaching people about AI implementation in their business. So again, you're learning from the right person today. In fact, the technology you're going to see was created by my close business partner, Ijlal Ahmed. If you don't know him, he's a lead developer of Odin AI. He's also built in the past Content Gorilla, Pod Gorilla. I'm sure you've heard of those platforms as well. And this is I want to say I swear, but this is an incredible tool. I've been working on it for the last 6 months, and I think it's just amazing at what it does. Now, having said that, let's talk about why most of you are still stuck, even with all the AI tools you already own. And I think you own a few, right? You've got ChatGPT or Claude subscription, right? Raise your hand if you've got a ChatGPT or Claude subscription. There's a little place to raise your hand as well and go to webinar. You can do that. Yep. I can see 95% of you. Wow. Okay. And then again, I'm sure you've got a few different AI automation tools you've tried at least once. You've tried anything. You've even got a Zapier Flow or something that maybe worked for a month, right? So you've tried all these different tools, and every single one of them promised you the same thing. Every single one of them, as you started using them, they were like, hey, this is how it's going to go. Your business will get automated. Everything will be faster. Everything will be smoother. You're going to make more money. So again, automate your business, 10x your output, let AI do the work, make more money. But realistically, where are we right now? Realistically, and I think this is a bit depressing, you're still the one opening the chat windows on Claude, right? You open Claude and ask it questions. You're still the one writing the prompt. You're still the one copy pasting the output somewhere. And you're still the one fixing what it got wrong. So again, nothing wrong with everything that you've done. But my concern with everything that you've purchased so far is that it's part of the solution, right? It might be a method, it might be a system, but it's like a part of it. There's nothing until today that's the whole system. Now, I'm not saying it replaces everything you've done. It actually amplifies the benefits of what you have. So for example, let's say you recently purchased a tool that can create videos for you, but you got to learn that tool. You got to log in, and sometimes, these are my friends, but their tutorials suck. They are horrible. English isn't their first language, so they can't create good tutorials. So it's impossible for you to know how the software you paid $297, $397 for actually works. Odin can go in and figure that out for you. You just tell Odin, hey, look at this software. This is what I purchased it for. I can't figure it out. Can you go figure it out? And Odin's going to do that for you. I'm going to show you examples of all of these today as we go along, right? So again, my point in all this is that, we're like a year or longer into the AI revolution, but nothing has actually changed. Nothing big, nothing dramatic has actually changed to make you feel like this is it. I can do it. This is it. In your day-to-day life, you're still doing the same things you were doing before, and you're still worried about the same things that you were a year ago, maybe even more so now that food's expensive. Everything's expensive, right? So in my opinion, I don't think the tools are broken. I think the tools are fine as they are because you still need to do the work. But the problem is that it's not quite, you're still not quite finishing the work that you should. And once you finish the work, once you finish the task that you have to do, I promise you, the compounding effect of it, getting results becomes much, much simpler. So by now, by the way, you should have been seeing hours back in your week, tasks that actually get completed, not just started, in a business that runs a little bit more without you. But again, as I keep saying, that unfortunately is not happening. So all these three things should be firing up by now, but they are not happening. Actually, on that note, let me ask you this question and answer very, very honestly for me, yes or no. Has an AI tool actually finished a task for you from start to finish without you touching it? Okay, let's say whatever, you wanted to make a video. Have you been able to have an AI tool take the idea and give you a final finished video without you clicking and wondering like something broke and this is wrong? What if you wanted to do a client proposal? Something simple. What if you wanted to create a bonus page or a sales page from start to finish, from idea to the whole thing written to design to published online? Has an AI tool been able to accomplish all of those things for you? Start to finish, yes or no? And look, it's okay if it's a no. I don't want to make you feel sad about it. I just want you to first acknowledge where you are right now, because only when you do will you be able to move to the next step, which is fixing it. But until you do, you're not going to be able to fix it, right? So again, my goal is to enable you to have AI make money for you, to have AI finish things for you. And if you're not there yet, then today I can change that for you. Then today you can finally be in a place where AI becomes your true virtual assistant that sits on your computers all the time, and that allows you to actually get stuff done so that you can start making money the way you've always known you can make. You know, if you publish more videos, you're going to get traffic, you're going to make money. You know, if you send more proposals via cold email, you're going to get sales, you're going to make money. You know, if you create more lead magnets, you're going to get more leads, you're going to make more money. You know all these things. So why are you not doing it? And you know what to create. If not, I mean, again, Odin can help you. But you don't do that because it's a very, very resource intensive process, because no AI until now has gone from start of an idea to actual completion. And again, for a lot of people, and I'm seeing the answers coming in, maybe there's one person that actually said yes, but for most of you, the answer is resounding no. None of this has worked out for them. None of this, right? And again, you're not alone. Again, I'm repeating this one more time. 99% of you have said no, and that's okay. Just know that you're not alone. You're not using AI wrong. You're using it at the wrong level. You're using it at the level where we were there like 1.5 years ago, right? 1.5 years ago. And here's what I mean by level, by the way, because I acknowledge that by now you've got a dozen saved prompts. You know, you've got Google Docs PDFs on your computer just gathering dust with a ton of PDF prompts. You've got a folder of half-finished AI generated drafts. You've got 3 tools at least you have paid for, and you stopped opening entirely. So again, I'm quite confident that just like 99% of the people, you've got all these things. And if that's you, you're at level 0. Now again, when I say level 0, it's not to berate you. It's just telling you that at level 0, basically, you're doing the most mundane, the most basic tasks with AI, right? So you're opening up a chat window, you're typing a prompt, you're copying the output and pasting it somewhere else, and you're fixing what goes wrong, and then you're repeating it again over and over and over again. You are using AI, no doubt. If someone stopped you on the road and asked you, like, hey, do you use AI in your life, in your business? You'd be like, yes, I am. But this is how you're using AI. And this becomes an endless loop, right? This becomes something you do over and over again. Like, I'm sure if I analyze it to like hell, this is what a proverbial hell would look like. You keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. So you never really get the chance to go to the next level, because you're just stuck at doing the most mundane, the most basic tasks which don't allow you to compound. Right? That's the problem. So the fundamental mistake in all this is that you're using AI as a tool that you operate. And I want you to shift that and instead use AI as a system that operates for you, right? Imagine how good it is. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, this is how my day goes, right? When I wake up in the morning, I open up my phone, not the first thing, but while I'm making my coffee, and I talk to Telegram, and I'll show you that in a few minutes as well. I talk to Telegram and tell it, these are the like 5 different things I'm going to work on today. Can you get started already? So by the time my coffee is ready, by the time I've had my breakfast, I come to my computer and most of them are done. Most of them are done. If not 100%, like 60%, 70%, 80%. So all I have to do is do the things I'm exceptionally good at that even AI can't do, which is like, talking to people one-on-one, mostly at this time. Remember Adavia? I talked about Adavia with you earlier, right? I showed you his example. I was basically talking about what he was doing. So with Adavia, the principle behind his business was this. He had stopped being the one who executes every piece, right? Because initially when he was testing, when he was experimenting, he was doing that, but he had stopped doing that. And he built a system that takes the job from start to finish. Now, in his case, he'd actually had to thread a lot of different systems together with duct tape, right? What I'm presenting to you today is a system that sits on your computer, that works on your command, that works with your secure setup, that works on your permissions. It doesn't do anything you don't tell it to, and it literally works on your command. It does your bidding. You want it to do something, it gets it done. And the reason why I prefer that much more than, say, something like OpenClaw or a cloud-based system is because you have to trust a black box. You have to trust that a system that's sitting in a third-party server somewhere isn't going to get hacked. That's doing everything that it's supposed to. That when you go to sleep, like this stuff happening behind the scenes, that's not going to jeopardize your keys, your money, or all those things, right? Stuff on your computer. But Odin AI is good because it runs on your machine and you watch every step happening live in front of you. It doesn't have to execute when you don't want it to. You only have it running when you want it to run. It runs on command, right? So there's full visibility, start to finish, full security. It doesn't even use your Chrome browser. Like, it can read it, but it can't write into it unless you explicitly ask it to. What it does do when it's browsing is it uses its own headless browser. So, for example, like another use case I want to talk about is, let's say, you wanted to reach out to your target market on LinkedIn, target prospects on LinkedIn. You wanted to reach out to 100 people. I've done it before. I've literally reached out to 100 people before. Do you know how cumbersome that process is? Do you know how tiring that process is? First, you have to find those 100 people. Then one by one, you have to click, message, click, message, click, message. Reaching out to 100 people, and again, doing this organically because you don't want to do it, like in bulk, because that can get you banned, will take you about 3 hours altogether. Now, for Odin, for starters, it will take a bit shorter. But the cool thing is you don't have to do it. Odin's going to automatically do all of that. It's going to simulate you, how you basically browse, and it's going to do all of that behind the scenes. Okay? So that is really, really important. And again, typically, yeah, you could give this to a VA as well, but the problem with VAs, like we discussed before, was they need managing every week. Things can break. If you're paying for a subscription somewhere, things can break when sites change. And there's ongoing setup, there's surprise costs as well. Even VAs cost a lot. But with Odin, it runs the tasks and then stop. Doesn't do more than that. There's no babysitting required. There's no ongoing maintenance as well. So, for example, let's say, I'm just going to give you like some examples here of some of the use cases. And by the way, if you have questions, you can keep them coming because I'd be happy to answer those for you. And I think it's important to answer those. So I'll try and get them answered for you, okay? So I was talking about levels earlier, right? So levels, like, this is what the levels look like. You got level 0, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to explain all of those. Level 0 is where most of you are. Like, I used to be there about a year and a half ago, which is the chatbot tourist. You open a tab, you type a prompt, you copy the output, you finish the rest by hand. Or you do that multiple times across multiple windows, right? Then number 2 is you get better prompts. You learn that there's actually science to prompts. You start improving them, you get better outputs, but you're still copying, you're still pasting, you're still finishing stuff manually. Just another quality is a bit higher. That's level 1. Then you got level 2, where you actually start chaining things together. You build a workflow, right? Which is where you use Zapier, you use N8N. You're like, hey, do this, and then do that, and then do that, and then do that. Fantastic. I mean, you're doing a lot of things automatically, which is great. But then level 3, which is again where I want you to be, which is where Odin's going to take you, is where you hand an entire outcome to an agent, or agent can spin its own agents, and it sees the screen, it runs a task, and reports the work being done. Right? So I'll give you another example here. I'll give you another example of something I do often in my line of work. So I do a lot of YouTube content. Recently, I asked it to review my YouTube channel, look at the past 15 videos, compare those to the content the other people in the market were doing, and then tell me what I could be doing better. Right? That's just, okay, let's see what that would look like at level 0. Level 0, this is like, here's copy pasting my last 15 videos. Could you tell me what's the pattern, what's going wrong? And then I would go and copy paste one by one different competitor channels. I'll research them myself. I'll copy paste and say, okay, what are they doing right that I'm not doing right? Number 2, or level 1 rather, I do this a bit better. Like, I would organize the data a bit better and so on. Level 2, I'll actually start to build a workflow. I'll use N8N, like, hey, automatically when my video gets published, you can review it, you can compare to others, and then give me feedback after 48 hours, all those things, right? But level 3 is where I take it to the next level altogether. I tell it basically like, hey, this is my YouTube channel, just review it automatically And every time I post a video, review it, make those suggestions based on what others are doing, and actually give me a new script. Give me a new video title, new video script, and I'll record it. In fact, if I want to take it another level, I can ask it to create like a faceless video for me as well. All that happens automatically. Then I can even ask it within that level 3 to publish it automatically. So again, the point is that it's the same thing that you're doing manually, but we're taking it to the next level by doing it automatically. And again, Adavia isn't the only one who's doing all these different things, right? There are many real independent report examples of one person plus AI doing the entire job of a company. We're not far from that time where solopreneurs are going to build $100,000 a month kind of company with just AI agents. And today, you can be in a position, and these solopreneurs are talked about like 20, 25-year-old, but today, for the very first time, and look, I know how old you typically are. We've got customers here typically from 40 to 65, 70, different parts of the world. This is going to enable you, without any technical knowledge, to spin up your own agents to actually do the stuff from start to finish. And that's very, very important. Now, examples here like David Bressler, he does 226K monthly recurring revenue, 5,000 paying users. You've got Dana Snyder. She is the only full-time employee in the company. And she has 3 agents running who do all the client work. Then you've also got David Johnson from Scribe Consulting. And again, founded in May 2026. And he already makes money with this as well. You got Quandary. Again, just many, many examples. Individuals that are getting business level results with just agents doing the work for them, right? Jim Glantz is another one, solo founder, who basically makes $6,300 a month doing this. Then there's another AI Chrome extension that auto-generates meeting notes. That's making $1,500 a month in recurring revenue. You've got another person in 2024, they made $233,000 built on an AI agent that this person, Kelly, co-created, that analyzes brand ad creatives. And look, none of them needed to be told how. In each of these cases, the system does the entire work. That's exactly what you're going to be able to set up today. Okay? So again, you've got 3 options moving forward, and I'll have the demo coming up soon as well. You have 3 options. You can basically stay at level 0 where you are right now, which is what you're committed to, and that's fine. Look, if it works for you, perfectly okay. Or you can build it by hand. You can just, give up AI or build by hand. Or you can install Odin, and I'm going to have Ijlal basically demo this for you, or I can demo this for you in a second. But you can have Odin on your computer, and it can do anything you want it to do for you. Literally anything. Right? And again, this is the gap that no one's talking about. When you use AI, you need to set context. When you use AI, you need to write prompts yourself. When you use AI, you need to fix the output every single time. And even after all that, you need to do the actual task. But for the very first time, you've got a platform that looks at your screen and it understands the context in a minute. It can take control and execute everything hands-free on your computer. It can act like you and execute everything on your computer. It can run tasks in the background while you go do something else. And it can report back only when the task was actually done or it needed more information to do it right. Okay? So again, if it sounds too good to be true, I promise you, it is fantastic. It is as good as you can believe it. I'm going to run you through the demo. We're going to show you exactly how this works. Then I'll bring you back for some Q&A. I'll show you a couple more things. Then I'll give you an incredible offer that you're not going to see anywhere else. So if that's good, type in demo. And I'm going to pass it over to Ijlal, and we'll demo this for you, how it actually works from start to finish. Awesome. Demo. I see it. Great. So let's do this right now.
Alright, I just woke up and I am about to run out to the gym, and today I want to work on improving my SEO for my website. So before I head out, I'm just gonna ask Odin, and I'm gonna message him to review my website, and So I've just sent off this message, and I'll get back to Odin in a bit once I'm back from the gym, and we'll see what it comes up with. Alright, so I just got back from the gym, and it seems like Odin is done analyzing my website, and it has given me a full breakdown about the SEO thingy that we needed, and it has created a report for me. So let's just pull this up, and it's essentially scored a 4 on 10 for SEO and a 1 on 10 for AEO. And as you can see here, it has given me a list of issues that I need to fix. And it's also pulled out things that are working well. And then it's giving me some action steps for AEO. And then there's a full action plan that it has given me, along with the kind of impact it will have and the amount of effort it would take. And it's divided in 3 phases. So I can now go up and pick this up myself, or I could just ask Odin again to sort of go in and do this for me. But that's really the beginning of Odin. Now, Odin is essentially an AI assistant who lives on your computer, whether you're using a Mac or Windows. It works on both, and it's so easy to use. All you have to do is press Control Space and just talk to Odin like a human would. And it's easier than giving instructions to a team member of yours. So I'll show you. Let's say I have some tasks in Asana that I want to complete. So let's see. Let's pull up my Asana here. Okay, so in here I have a task that needs to be done, but let's say I'm just feeling too lazy or I have to head out or something. I can integrate Asana into Odin, and I have already done that here, but let me show you how that works. I'm just gonna press Control Space and I'm gonna ask Odin to do it for me. Hey Odin, can you launch a background agent, pull my pending tasks from Asana, and please do it for me? And you'll see right here in a moment.
Starting background agent.
Odin has launched a background agent and it is now starting, and it will go in and start doing the work for me. And that's essentially just one part of Odin. Besides that, we also have 2 other very cool features that I would like to show you. One of them is the fact that Odin can teach you things. Let me just quickly reply to Odin. So essentially Odin was asking if I'm logged in or not, and I'm honestly not sure, so I just told Odin that I'll log in, and as you see now, Odin has pulled up the login page for me. Odin will never ask you for your logins or any other sensitive information. If it needs it, it is going to open the page for you, and it's going to ask you to essentially do the steps yourself. So as you can see, it's saying that Odin browser has the sign-in page open. Look for a window labeled Odin Agent Browser in your dock. Please sign in with your email. And hopefully that should do it. Yep, there we go. I will just tell Odin that it's done now, and Odin can continue working on it. Now, in the meantime, I would like to show you the 2 other features of Odin that I think are pretty incredible. So one of them is the guide feature, which essentially allows you to ask Odin things and learn how to do them. So for example, let's say you are logging into Gmail for the first time. You can just press Control Space. Hey Odin, how do I create a new email? And ask Odin the most basic or the most challenging thing, and Odin can help you go through it. So it's gonna now show me that I can click on that big compose button.
Click the big compose button on the left sidebar, or hit the C key on your keyboard to open a new email instantly.
And that's how Odin can guide you. Now let's make it a bit more challenging. Let me just ask Odin, how do I create an API key? Hey Odin, can you please help me out? I don't know how to create an API key. So it just pointed me to the create button here, and I can
click the create
click on
button
that
in the top right corner to add a new workspace and name it.
And it just doesn't work on your browser. It can pretty much work in any app that you're using. So for example, I'm here in my Asana app, and let's ask Odin something. Hey Odin, can you tell me how do I create a new project in Asana?
Click the create button in the top left of your sidebar. It'll open a menu where you can choose project and start building it right away.
And that's essentially how Odin can help you throughout any particular app, or really anything essentially that you need help with. And that's just one thing. Then you have the act mode, which basically takes control of your computer screen and does things for you. So let's say I want to create a Facebook page, but I don't want to do it myself. I can just ask Odin, hey Odin, can you create a new Facebook page for me called Odin AI, and just fill in the rest of the details however you'd like. And now, as you can see, there's a top bar that says Odin is controlling your computer. So now essentially Odin can use your computer and take actions. So my hands are off the keyboard now, and Odin is going in and it's creating a Facebook page for me. So it's opening the page creator, and now it's typing in the name, it's gonna type in the category, and then it's gonna type in the bio and create this page for me. And as you can see, essentially it's filling up everything, and now it's hitting the create page button, and the page has been created. Now it's asking for a few more details. I'm not sure what Odin would do. Either it would tell me that it's done creating the page, or it's gonna ask me for details that Odin can fill in here as well. And there you go. Odin says the page has been created. So that's how the act mode works. And if I could show you, the task that it's working on, so you'll see that it's going in and it's actually marking the applicants as either shortlisted or Odin is gonna reject them. So let's see this in real time as well. As you can see, it's navigating to the next one, and now it's gonna review the resume here and see if this person fits the job description, and based on that it's either gonna mark them as shortlisted or it's gonna reject them. And this is a long list, by the way. This is about 300 people, as you can see right here. So it may take a while for Odin to complete this work, but essentially this gives you an idea of what exactly Odin can do for you. And by the way, once Odin is done shortlisting, I can also ask Odin to grab the emails of these people and then send them an email inviting them for an interview. So that's how cool that is. And as you see, Odin just marked this recipient as this person as rejected, and now the cross is active, and now it's gonna go and navigate to the next person, and then it's gonna continue on until it's done. So yeah, that's essentially how Odin works. That's what it can do, and I think it's a really, really powerful tool for anyone. And at the price especially that we're offering it right now, it's just a complete no-brainer.
Hey, Neil here again. So what did you think? This was Ishlal basically walking through the Odin, and I think Odin is fantastic. And don't worry, I'm going to show you a few things too. I'm going to answer a few questions for you as well. But he showed you the background agent, how he doesn't need to be glued to his computer to actually get work done. He can just order work from Telegram, and then as soon as he's back on his computer, it's done. Remember, I did the same thing where I found a really good offer. I was able to understand it, clone it, and even create the underlying deliverable, which was a brand new software, while I was still in the playground with my kids. So you can do all that. Again, all of this is very safe to use because the logins are handled specifically in Odin's own browser. So we're not using your Chrome. We're not getting into your Chrome. It's using a special browser where it only goes in if you give it the logins, and it can guide you, right? So that's one of the things you saw as well. I'm going to open up Odin here so I can explain this to you. This is one of the features that you saw where Odin can literally help you. And look, I don't know about you, but technically there's a lot of things that I can't do still. There's like setting up DKIM, SPF, those sorts of things for domains, setting up mail servers. Technically, I can't do all of that. So for someone like me, having Odin in my corner is the perfect thing, because now Odin can do all those things. Not just that, it can actually act on my behalf as well. So it can actually do things I ask it to do. And the more you use it, it starts to build up a memory, right? So it starts to build up a memory of you, which is really handy because you need the memory. And all the conversations that happen, the entire conversation history is logged in its specific folder right over here. Okay, so that's saved as well. So it learns more about you. The more you use it, the better it gets. And then I want to show you another couple of things too. Let me go ahead and show you this. Oh yeah, this is pretty cool because you can connect with MCP servers, right? So if there's any external facility where you can tunnel in using MCP, we talk about more about that in the bonus sessions, but you can connect with like Asana, you can connect with Facebook ads. Odin can practically run your Facebook ads, right? Can learn how your Facebook ads are doing, and it can run your Facebook ads as well. And then there's also this feature right over here. Let me open this up. So this is where we have a lot of done for you skills, right? So Odin, of course, when you give it something like, hey, write copy for me, it's going to pick up this skill and it's going to start utilize them. And Odin can do all of those for you as well. And by the way, did I mention this works in both Windows and Mac? Because the demo that Ismail showed you was all Mac based. I'm using Windows right now, right? So this is on Windows. It works on both the devices flawlessly, absolutely flawlessly. So lots of other use cases as well. I'll circle back to them a little bit later, but I want to just remind you that you've watched Odin do two things, actually three things. You watched it do the background agent mode where it just does stuff for you in the background. You've watched it guide you and you've watched it act on your behalf. And all of these things happen, in front of you on your computer. There's no black box somewhere online where you don't know what the hell's happening with your data. This is all happening for you, with you in real time. So this is incredible. And again, both Mac and Windows friendly, which means it works on both of those devices. Now, having said that, I want to say this. You're probably thinking right now, you're thinking, okay, Neil, how do I set this up? What if I'm not technical enough? Will this actually work on my computer? Now, look, I know you've been sold the dream of go buy this, you'll be up and running with this tonight and it'll be easy to use, blah, 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 right? And you get in, there's no tutorials, right? One of the biggest things you find is like, there's no tutorials. I want to show you the different thing with this. So for starters, when you have Odin, this is how the setup takes. This is how setup goes. You sign up to Open Router. So we tell you to go sign up to Open Router because that's what we're using. You get a key from there. You got to put some cash down, right? You put the card there. You get your key from there. And we automatically choose the model here, which is at the moment the best performing model is Kimi K2.7 code. And it starts to work for you. That's it. That is all the setup that you need to do. That is literally all the setup that you need to do. But I want to show you something else as well. So when you get into it, we've got a full guide on how to use it, and this literally a 5-minute guide. Like there's nothing more than that. So we walk you through exactly how to use it. We walk you through advanced features and everything. All the training is set up for you there. All the training is ready for you to go. So we're not sending you on a wild goose chase. We're not sending you to go use something that, you'll have to figure out technically how to use. But as I mentioned, the entire premise of Odin is to actually not make you feel technically overwhelmed. The entire idea here is that you download it. If you're using a Mac, easy to install. If you're using it Windows, you double click, it installs it for you. And we're still waiting for certification as of right now. So it might just give you a warning, but you just proceed, go ahead and install it. It's going to install that for you and you're good to go. Like anything from there on, once the Open Router key is in, any technical query question you come up with, it's going to guide you. It's going to act on your behalf if you need it to. Now, just think about it this way, right? You purchased many things before where it give you more technical headache, it give you more work to do. But just imagine this for a second. What if one platform handed you all of this, right? So the install, the activation, the execution, the scaling. This is what Odin is. Odin is not one of these things. Odin is all of these things. This is the key thing I want to emphasize, which again, I can't tell you this enough, that this is going to make your life so much more easier. This is going to make your outcome so much more easier. So if you're interested, if you want to see what exactly you can get as part of Odin package, type in Odin, and I'm going to show you what's included in the bundle deal for you exclusively today on this session. So type in Odin. I want to see a lot of Odins coming in. and we are going to go through the list of everything that's included for you. Okay, type in Odin, 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 Odin. Good, 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 good. Good. Someone's asking, can it help me with affiliate marketing? Yeah, it can. It can research new launches for you to promote, rank them by commissions. It can write and review and compare content. It can build a simple funnel for you as well. It can build a complicated funnel for you as well. Like, it's entirely up to you. We are getting people to push it as far as they can, right? Again, it's not going to do rocket science for you. It's not there yet because we're still only using underlying models, but it's going to do a ton of things for you. So, good. Let me introduce you to Odin AI. This is the desktop AI that deploys an entire agent army on your computer, on your screen, and in front of your eyes. If you are ready to stop being the one doing the work, then pay very, very close attention. Type in ready for me. I know you already typed in Odin, but type in ready for me if you feel ready to stop being the one doing all the work. Again, remember, after this, you are not the virtual assistant anymore. You have an on-demand virtual assistant that's there for you any given time of the day. So let's break down exactly what you are getting. So component one is the Odin AI personal license. This one lives on your machine. It's literally one keystroke away. I just press control in space and it starts to run. It does all the work. It doesn't basically get into action until you call it, right? So it's not like it's watching your computer all the time. It's only there if you ask it to help you, right? And again, it's real. It lives in its own browser with its own access. It's on your computer, but only when you give it access to certain folders. So it's restricted, it's compartmentalized as you want it, right? So there's a Mac Windows app, it's one-click install. It's not just like a SaaS software that sits in the browser and stops working when you get into computer. There are three ways for it to work: guide mode, act mode, background agent mode. You get all three of them because I think you need all three of them. You absolutely need the guide mode because whenever you get stuck, you need to get it to help you move forward. And sometimes you just need it to do the dirty work. But most of the time, like I do, you need it to get your work done even before you log in. So that's the background agent mode. You're getting access to that too. You can run it from your phone. You can fire a task off Telegram, which again is very, very easy to integrate. Like, let me show you this. We've got literally a Telegram bot that you talk to. You get a code and you can connect to Telegram as well, and it's good to go. So you can run it off your phone, you can come back and you can get finished work later. Then it remembers and learns and it picks up where you left off. So it learns from your behavior, it learns from your actions. Very, very crucial. So the memory gets built up over time. It understands you, how you work, what kind of things you do, what's important to you, what's not important to you, what makes you money, what doesn't make you money. And it connects you to the real web, right? So your real Chrome, your real logins, but again, only if you permit it to, and your choice of AI engine. We tell you which one to use, but it's up to you. But again, we go for optimized cost, so it doesn't cost you more than 30 cents a day, right? And then finally, it's safely in your control. Whenever you want, you can press escape. It stops, it pauses, it never touches passwords or card details. All of that is structured for you to help you get maximum results. So this is going to be perfect for you if you want to get results for yourself. If you want to use Odin to basically do your work for you, all kinds of work. And I mean, look, this is the problem, I would say. This product is so broad because it can do everything for everyone. So sometimes I have trouble explaining to people like, hey, this is why specifically you need it. Like, this is your use case and that is your use case. I'll tell you this again in a very broad way. If your use case is that you work online, you need Odin. If your use case, sorry, let me rephrase that. If your use case is that you work on a computer, you need Odin. Okay, so that's component one. Component two is the Odin AI Pro Unlimited. So by the way, with the main version, you get like 5 tasks a day that you can do, 5 agents a day you can run, and then you get limits on how many times you can use a guide mode and act mode, right? But if you want to go unlimited, you need the component number 2, which is Odin AI Pro Unlimited. Now with this one, you don't do one job at a time. You can run multiple jobs in parallel. You can basically build an entire army of your agents doing Odin's bidding. So you can unlimited background tasks. You can run multiple tasks at once, which is fantastic because for me, I literally have 5 things I want to do, 10 things I want to do every single day, and I can give it all of it. It will do all of them. You can install it on up to 3 computers. So with the main license, you get just one deal, but now you can install it on 3 computers, right? And you get unlimited phone control. So you're not limited to how many messages you can send via Telegram. You can even upload files from Telegram. So let's say if you're browsing something, you want to upload an image or something from Telegram, you can send that over to Odin as well. You can send voice notes as well, right? And you get multiple voices you can choose from. So let me show you this. You get multiple voices that you have available over here. And again, we're using the cheapest possible service, so you don't have to spend a lot of money. If you want, we can integrate level labs for you, and you got to pay that API cost, but that's going to cost you a bit more. We don't want that for you. So this is the bootstrap way of getting results with AI in your business. You get that as well. And again, we have a 30-day memory. So now, by the way, we talked about memory. It has a limited memory because that costs as well. But now there's a 30-day rolling memory instead of a 7-day memory. So stuff you've done at the beginning of the month is going to remember at the end of the month as well. You can always download it and re-upload the memory to have it, consistently stay exactly how you want it. But you get 30-day memory as well, right? And you get priority support from our team too. So that's all included for you with Pro Unlimited. Now, the cool thing is this. I'm going to tell you this. With something like this, when we go unlimited, people expect like, hey, we're going to pay every month, we're going to pay every year. You don't. I'm going to show you this in a little bit, but the cost for you is going to be literally one time. Now, component number 3 is the 30 done for you conquest pack. Now, this is something where you are able to get 30 orders which are pre-built and fully tested. So if you want to make content, if you want to do something in finance, if you want to do outreach, if you want admin work to be done, all of that is scheduled in for you. All of that is literally scheduled in for you. So we have skills. I showed you skills earlier. We have 30 plus skills and more added all the time available for you. So this way you're not starting from scratch. This way you're not teaching basic stuff to Odin on your computer. It already comes with a lot of foundational stuff ready to go. So you're getting access to all of those as well. And then finally, this is where you're going to make a ton of money with Odin. You're getting agency license too. We'll be giving you 100 client seats. So remember the front end option, remember the main offer that we talked about, where you get one computer installed, 5 tasks that it can run all those things. You can now install Odin on 100 client computers or 100 prospect computers. And I'm going to give you, not right now, but later I'm going to give you additional email swipe you can use as well to just reach out to businesses and offer them this as a service, right? You can literally show them Odin, just like I showed you, and you can say, hey, what if this lived on your computer and it did all your admin things? And only you have access to it, no one else does. They're going to fall in love with it. They're going to pay you whatever you ask for. And you can charge them based on users, right? So you can set up OpenRouter for them. You can say, hey, it's $99 a month. Unlimited users go crazy. And that API is going to cost you maybe like $5, $10 a month. And you get to keep that margin. So you get to build recurring income doing that. You get 100 client seats. You can charge setup fee. You can charge monthly for it. It's up to you. And you keep 100%. We don't take a single penny from that. We also give you a client management dashboard so that you're able to basically use it in there as you see fit. Now, the only other thing I will say as well is that we support you. We don't support your clients. If your clients get stuck, they will ask you. We can guide you. Simple as that, right? So in that way, you work directly with them. And just so you know, because of the certification that we need from Apple, from Windows, we got to keep the branding as Odin. We cannot change the branding. I know some people say like, hey, Neil, I want different branding. Well, Apple doesn't allow that, right? Both Apple and Windows cost about $200-$300 a year for this branding. So one, you got to pay that, then you got to go through that process. It gets too expensive for you, so you keep Odin branding. You just give them access. And on top of all this, I'm going to give you a secret upgrade that no one else is getting access to. No one else outside of this webinar. So that secret upgrade is this. We're going to give you a 10-day Odin mastery sprint. So I'm going to spend about 60 to 120 minutes a day with you for next 10 days, which is going to start, I believe, on the 13th to 14th of July. But we're going to spend all that time together so I can show you every possible way to use and make money with Odin, right? This is such a broad appeal software that you're going to come in and you're going to be like, Neil, how do I do this? How do I do that? So I'm going to sit down with you, and from day 1 to 10, I'm going to show you how to make money with this, how to get it to do your stuff every single day. I mean, that alone is going to build such a strong Odin community. That alone is going to put so much money in your pocket that you're never going to want to try anything else after today again. Like, this is my biggest worry, right? that I buy something and then a week later, a month later, it becomes old. I gotta go get something else. Odin is already so advanced that this is 3-6 months ahead of everything else in the market. So when you get this, you're locked in for a long, long time, and we'll continue to improve it. We'll continue to deliver you all those upgrades for free as a bundle buyer today, and you get to unlock all of those. So again, when you have this, this is really going to help you because most buyers spend the first few weeks figuring out what to do, what to type. But when you get this, you're able to basically understand within 10 days how best to utilize it. But besides this as well, we have a lot of bonuses with every tier. You're going to unlock those as well. You're going to get access to all of those bonuses as well, which are all of these. Like I'll just show you these 12 right now, and I'll explain them a little bit later again. So you get access to all of these 12 bonuses included for you as well. Right now, we do have 2 tiers if you want to get like the silver deal or the gold deal. But with the silver deal, I'm going to explain, you get 9 bonuses. With the gold deal, you get 12 bonuses. And, with the silver, there's 1 upgrade missing. So I'll explain that to you in just a minute once we get to it. So let me actually show you what each of these pieces cost separately. And by the way, again, if you want to get an early link before anyone else does, just comment interested, and my team is going to drop that for you in the chat. So again, let me know interested or type in bundle, and my team's going to drop that link for you. So let's add this up. Let's look at it. Odin AI Personal is included in both silver and gold. So is the Pro Unlimited. So are the 30 done for you Conquest packs. So is the 10-day Odin Mastery Sprint, which is again secret. It's not available to anyone outside of this webinar, just so you know. Then all the bonuses as well, 1 to 9, that are included in silver only. But if you wanted the agency license with 100 client seats and bonuses 10, 11, and 12, those are included with the gold license only. So altogether, the silver adds up to $4,845 in value, and the gold, because of the agency license, adds up to more than $15,000 in value. And like I said, it's absolutely worth it because you are now able to, with this exclusive license, install this as a service for other businesses too. So you could literally walk up to them, say, hey, how about if I do this for you? And you can charge them a setup fee, a monthly fee, whatever you want. And trust me when I say this, businesses, business owners who are not tech savvy are going to appreciate having a desktop AI assistant. And again, if you're worried about branding, just so you know, Odin is going to be monthly and yearly after this launch is over. And we are going to make sure that you guys are able to add a lot of value for your customers, right? So the 10-day training we'll be doing, I'll be teaching you how to customize skills for them. So your Odin license for them specifically is impressive. I know someone who's charging $1,000, $2,000 upfront to set this up, and then $99 a month, and he's creating custom skills for them. So I'm going to show you how to do all that. And if you're wondering what this actually replaces, it replaces hiring a VA. It replaces hiring a team and managing it. It replaces separate SaaS subscriptions or even building your own automation from scratch, because Odin AI is one platform, one install, no subscriptions to juggle. It's already been built and is proven to work. Like I said, you just install it on your computer, could be PC, could be Mac, doesn't really matter. And you're able to have it work with you whenever you want, whenever you need, as your assistant. So again, we're looking at pretty impressive real world value. And that's the honest added value of everything that you just saw. But as you know this, when we do these special sessions, we give you an incredible deal that you're not going to see anywhere else. And again, the reason why I'm saying this is an incredible deal today for you is typically something like this would be priced at $497, $997 a year, right? You'd be paying a lot of money for the software and the training component. And again, that would be quite fair. So even if I was to price silver at $997, gold at $1999, that would make sense. Even if I was to charge annual, that would make sense at altogether. Because why not, right? And honestly, this is just a small fraction of added value of everything you just saw. But again, we're not going to charge you that. We're going to bring it down to a price that's more convenient for your pocket. Because again, the results that you can get from this are pretty incredible. So you're going to pay much less than that. And again, I appreciate that you've been here with me until this time. You've stayed to the end. You've earned the real discount. So your launch only pricing today looks like this. And the link now we're going to drop for everyone in the chat box. $297 for the silver license and $497 for the gold license. If you don't want the agency seats, that's fine. Go for the silver deal. Just pay $297 one time and you are done. But, and again, this is very, very important. If you want to find a way to make more money with this, just by offering licenses of this to other people, go get the gold. And to be honest, you would only pay $200 right now, but just 2 seats alone, even if you were to just, cheap it out and sell it for $100 each, just giving away 2 licenses alone will make you your money back. Now imagine if you give away 100 licenses for $100 each. What's the math on that? 100 multiplied by 100, that's 1,000, no, $10,000. Just by you being generous and giving it away for one-time fee. But what if you charge monthly? Now we're looking at $10,000 a month. But again, I'm going to show you all of this in the 7-day training I'm reserving just for you. Go ahead, get the link from the chat box. Make sure you get in because this truly is an incredible, incredible deal. You get instant access to this, right? So when you purchase, you're going to get an email from us and we're going to give you instant access to this software. So within about 5 minutes, you're going to get an email from us as a confirmation. That's going to have the link where you can go download Odin and use it. It's very simple to activate as well. All you have to do is put your email address, you validate it against our database once you've purchased, once you've made the payment, and you can get started immediately. Then all you have to do is go to your Open Router, as I showed you earlier, and then get your keys from there, plug it in, and Bob's your uncle, you are good to go. You'll have an interface that looks like this. Initially, this actually sits inside your menu bar on your computer, but then you can drag it out and then you're able to use it like a detached window on your computer as well. And you can make it do anything that you want. You can make it work with you from your phone if that's what you want, right? You can do all these things instantly using Odin and so much more. Now, let's do the honest math here one more time. If Odin goes out and saves up, say, 10 hours a week of repetitive computer work that you're doing, it's already going to be worth so much more than this, right? Let's say your billable hours are at a modest $50 an hour. Just saving up 10 hours a week is $2,000 a month in savings. Would you pay $497 to save $2,000 a month? Why wouldn't you, right? And again, because you're also getting the commercial license, every result that Odin produces can go straight into paid work. So you're not restricted. You can do client work with Odin, and that is perfectly fine as well. And then if you get the gold version, which again, I really think you should, I mean, you'd be, no offense, but foolish not to, then even giving away 1-2 seats at $1,500 a month, which I'm going to show you how to do that, is going to cover the entire gold price 3 times over, just in the first month alone. So the real question really at this point for you is which tier? Are you going to go for the silver? Are you going to go for the gold? Because I think both of them are fantastic. It just comes down to how you want to utilize it. Because silver is perfect for solo operators who don't want to build an agency, who don't want to help other people. They just don't want to do their own thing, KDP, PLR, whatever thing you want to do for yourself. Fine. It's going to help you. It's going to book stuff for you. It's going to organize your holidays. It's going to do all your accounting for you on your computer. All those little things that you expect and then so much more. But if you want to turn this into a money-making opportunity where you go out there and you charge a setup fee for clients, $1,000, $2,000, where you go in, customize some of the skills that we give you as part of a skill pack, and then build it specifically for them. Again, we're going to show you how to do all of that in the 10-day training. You could do that. And you could basically make so much more money every single month, which hopefully, again, my goal with this is to allow you to stop trading hours for money, to actually start getting paid monthly, just because you have given people a software that they're running on their computer completely securely, completely safely, in a very organized way. So again, silver is for you if you're a solo operator who want their own time back, if you're a freelancer, creator, side hustler, anyone drowning in repetitive work. And then gold is for you if you want to turn this into a client business. If you, are basically doing agency freelance work and so on and so forth. If you are solo operator, but you want to stop doing that kind of work as well. So you're getting access to everything you see on the screen. All you have to do is go to that link below. You can choose silver, you can choose gold. I'm going to leave it up to you. It's entirely your decision. But no, in both the cases, we are going to be available for you. Even with the silver, by the way, you get the 10-day mastery. But again, some of the days, you might feel out of place at the end because they'll be about agency. I'll be teaching people how to go out there and give it to other people practically for like $500,000 up front and then $99 a month. And when you're watching that, you realize it is so easy to use. You're going to ask me, Neil, can I still pay the $200 difference just to get the gold? And I'll say no to you, because when you get in at that price now, this price is locked in for the launch. Once the launch is over, we go recurring, we go annual. This price over here, silver, it goes from 297 to 497 a year. The gold price goes from 497 to 997 a year. So if you want to get in even a week from now, you'd be paying, if you get in silver and you're like, Neil, a week from now I want to upgrade to gold, you would literally be paying an extra $700 a year just to get the same capability that people are getting for an extra one-time payment of $200 today. So just think about what it is you want to do. I'm seeing a lot of people that's typing in bundle, they're getting in. My team's going to drop the link for you. By the way, just type in bundle and we'll make sure that you unlock all these things I've shown for you today without any restrictions, because today only you've got the silver bundle option, you've got the gold bundle option, which are available for a one-time price only. We do not ever want to sell this for one-time price again, because this is too powerful, this is too strong. And I mean, someone said, Neil, what are you competing with? In a way, you could say we're competing with Cloud Cowork, but without the cost, right? Without the monthly subscription, because Cloud Cowork, for example, is quite good. I like it, but there's a lot of things it can't do still for you, right? It struggles to actually guide you on your computer. It struggles to help you. It'll do things for you. Don't get me wrong. It's got those background agents that, work and that do things and all that's fine. But you don't really feel empowered because you don't learn anything. You don't actually get to overcome obstacles. Like, look, I love AI. It's great. If I tell AI, do this for me, it does it for me. It feels very good, doesn't it? It feels very good inside. But you know what feels better? If I tell AI, hey, look, this is what I'm trying to do with CapCut or Photoshop, or, I'm trying to create a new fan page. Can you show me how to do it? And it does that in front of you so you can follow the steps as well. That, my friend, is truly incredible power, which you are getting today with Odin AI. So just go ahead, trust me on this. You got a 14-day money-back guarantee. Go get it. Attend all those 10 days. And even after that, you're like, Neil, I didn't like it. As long as you're within your 14 days, we'll give you money back. No problem at all. Right, we got you fully covered right over there. Now, I do want to ask you one more thing. And again, before you decide, just one reflection really. How much have you already spent this year on tools, subscriptions, or a VA, chasing this exact outcome, right? That's what I'm talking about. I'm quite sure you have wasted a lot of money. So have I in the past, on technologies that only do one thing, and they don't do them that well because they always lack the human element, right? Because there's stuff happening on a black box. We just get to the final output. And honestly, a lot of the time it looks like crap. But for the very first time, you've got a technology that's going to not just do things for you, but it's going to get you all the way there to the end, right? That's what your bundle buys for you. It's not buying you another shiny tool, another new object. It's buying you an outcome over and over and over again. And for a lot less than what people spend on tools that never finish the job. A lot less than what people spend on other people, paying them $1,000, $1,500 a month for work that they cannot competently do. So again, it is an incredible deal. Someone's saying, can you walk us through all of this again? Sure. I'm going to just jump back in and I'm going to walk you through the entire funnel again, just to explain to you one more time what it is that you are getting. But before I do that, I want to bring up Odin here one more time, and I want to show you another thing in case you missed it, right? Odin tells you exactly how much money are you spending every single day, every week, and every 30 days. And that's really useful to know, right? And it's not a lot. Like I said, I use this about 4 to 6 hours a day, right? So today has been a bit less, but generally I spend about $1 or $10 a month. So approximate about 20 to 50 cents a day, depending on how much you're using it. And that's just, we've kept it separate. We're not charging you for this. This is at cost, because we didn't want to do the credit system and put more loopholes in front of you so that you have to do all the things. You have to jump through all these different things. You have to pay us more money. None of that. What you pay today is what you pay to us, and that's it. All your feature updates are included with the bundle deal. And I can, again, literally, I can open up my phone. Let me see my phone if I'm able to do that right now and show you this as well. And I'm going to show you this right now. So I'm on my phone and I'm going to go ahead and send this message via Telegram. And I want you to keep a very close eye on what's happening over here. So I send this and this instantly started a new background agent. You can see this right over here. Then you can see what this is doing. So right now, this is searching for sushi restaurants inside of London for me. I don't have to do anything. This is happening independently of me at this given time, and you can see progress at any time. This is what it looks like. So it's fetching everything, it's looking at all the results, and once it finds what it's looking for, it's going to go ahead and book me a table. So for example, you can see right here, it's doing this for me in real time. So I could be out somewhere, I could be talking to my assistant, and that's booking me a table at a nice sushi restaurant in London. And again, this is just one example of how I would use in personal use case, but you can use this for multiple different scenarios over and over and over again. So having said all that, I'm going to take this away. And what I'll do now is I'm going to go ahead and walk you through the funnel one more time. If you have questions, please ask. I'll walk you through the funnel. And again, just someone just asked, Neil, can you give some examples of what other kind of things it can do for me? Like literally anything, right? Literally anything that you would do on your computer, it can do for you. So I'm just going to tell you a few things right now. It can write and publish your blog posts. It can schedule your social media posts. Again, organically, right? So it's not via APIs, so your visibility is going to be really good. It can research trending topics or keywords. It can diagnose the stuff that you're doing. It can write your sales copy, design your funnel. It can build out images. It can do videos for you as well, right? It can't do videos automatically, but as long as there's like underlying APIs and all those things, it can handle all of that as well. Then it can write YouTube title, description, tags. It can turn one piece of content into multiple pieces of content. If you're doing any kind of lead and outreach, we talked about agency. I'll show you on the training days how you can use Odin to actually build you a list of prospects and then reach out to them automatically. It's going to find the business emails. It's going to send the email organically from your email account one by one, so you don't need to do the bulk cold email marketing, which costs a lot and it's difficult to do. So just right here, you can see, by the way, I find a top rated open sushi restaurant in London right now. So this one is it. 1 second. This one is it. And let me just see what else it says. It's open until 7 p.m. The reserve table button on TripAdvisor didn't open no clear booking overlay. So I can either try booking directly through Turkey's own website or hand you the details to call or email them. So I can say, just book it yourself, right? I can ask it to book it itself, and it's going to handle that for me as well. That's all you got to do. Then if you want to reach out to businesses via forms, Odin can do that for you as well. It can find product ideas that you can publish on Amazon. It can create product listers on Etsy, Amazon, Shopify. It can respond to people on Etsy, Amazon, Shopify. It can be your support agent if you wanted to, right? It can monitor competitive pricing. Like literally anything you want it to do, it can do for you. As long as you can do it, it can do it. And even if you can't do it, it can still do it because it's going to research that itself, right? You can use it to deliver client work, and you can keep the money. You can have it write client proposals just from the website URL and save it in your computer. And if you wanted them to actually send it over to the client as well, it will do that for you as well, right? It can build reports, and it can juggle multiple client logins safely. Absolutely safely. So there's all these things that it can do. Update your CRM, build your funnels, manage spreadsheets, pull data into reports. It can manage your calendar. It can, even do screen recording for you. Like if I ask it to come in and like take Camtasia, record my screen while I'm away, and it will do that for me as well. Like anything you need for it to get done on your computer, it will. Nothing like this, I promise you, nothing like this has ever existed until now. But let me quickly go back. I'll walk you through the funnel one more time, then I will bring you back. Actually, before I get to that, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you an onboarding video that we recorded for you. So when you install Odin on your dashboard on your computer, we show you exactly how you are guided through the process of setting it up. So, with a lot of tools that you buy, there's a long, strenuous set of process. This one is super simple, and I'm going to show you what that looks like on the inside. So keep watching, and I'll come back and I'll show you the product again.
Sejlal, and this is Odin. Now, there's quite a few cool things that Odin can do for you that I would like to show you, but I cannot until you set up your Open Router API key. So I'm gonna ask Odin to open Open Router for you so that you can go ahead and create an API key. And in the meantime, I'll be sitting here waiting for you. So go ahead and do that, and enter the key in the settings panel, and I'll be right here waiting for you to do that, and then I'll walk you through what else Odin can do for you. Now that you're done setting up your API key, let me show you a few things Odin can do. Hey Odin, can you say hello?
Hello, I'm Odin.
Now Odin essentially lives on your computer and he can see your screen. So if you're ever using a software that you don't know how to use, all you have to do is press Control Space and ask Odin, and it can help you out by pointing the exact features that you need to access. That's one way. Number two, and my personal favorite, are the background agents. Let me show you. Hey Odin, launch a background agent and research what's happening in the AI world in the last 7 days. Create a good looking PDF report and save it on this person's desktop. And now if you see on the right side of your screen, you'll see a little Odin agent working, and he'll complete shortly and you'll be able to see him working correctly and essentially creating the entire PDF. But that's the coolest part. Besides this, when you go into the settings area, you'll be able to see an option where you can connect Odin to your Telegram and basically communicate with Odin using Telegram. Besides that, lastly, the pretty cool feature that we have is the MCP integration. Hey Odin, can you pull up the MCP integrator window? Now inside this window, you can essentially connect any MCP tool with Odin. So think of tools like Asana, Notion, Google Drive, and pretty much anything else that you work with. And you can connect it and it can communicate with Odin, and Odin will be able to access all of your documents and stuff like that, and essentially help you out with whatever task it is that you're trying to achieve. So yeah, that's what Odin does. Now I'm excited to have you here, so make sure you use it, and if you have any issues or if you'd like to see new features, feel free to reach out to us. Cheers.
So component one is the Odin AI personal license. This one lives on your machine. It's literally one keystroke away. I just press Control and Space and it starts to run. It does all the work. It doesn't basically get into action until you call it, right? So it's not like it's watching your computer all the time. It's only there if you ask it to help you, right? And again, it's real. It lives in its own browser with its own access. It's on your computer, but only when you give it access to certain folders. So it's restricted, it's compartmentalized as you want it, right? So there's a Mac Windows app, it's one-click install. It's not just like a SaaS software that sits in the browser and stops working when you get into computer. There are 3 ways for it to work: guide mode, act mode, background agent mode. You get all 3 of them because I think you need all 3 of them. You absolutely need the guide mode because whenever you get stuck, you need to get it to help you move forward. And sometimes you just need it to do the dirty work. But most of the time, like I do, you need it to get your work done even before you log in. So that's the background agent mode. You're getting access to that too. You can run it from your phone. You can fire a task off Telegram, which again is very, very easy to integrate. Like, let me show you this. We've got literally a Telegram bot that you talk to. You get a code and you can connect to Telegram as well, and it's good to go. So you can run it off your phone, you can come back and you can get finished work later. Then it remembers and learns and it picks up where you left off. So it learns from your behavior, it learns from your actions. Very, very crucial. So the memory gets built up over time. It understands you, how you work, what kind of things you do, what's important to you, what's not important to you, what makes you money, what doesn't make you money. And it connects you to the real web, right? So your real Chrome, your real logins, but again, only if you permit it to, and your choice of AI engine. We tell you which one to use, but it's up to you. But again, we go for optimized cost, so it doesn't cost you more than 30 cents a day, right? And then finally, it's safely in your control. Whenever you want, you can press escape. It stops, it pauses, it never touches passwords or card details. All of that is structured for you to help you get maximum results. So this is going to be perfect for you if you want to get results for yourself. If you want to use Odin to basically do your work for you, all kinds of work. And I mean, look, this is the problem, I would say. This product is so broad because it can do everything for everyone. So sometimes I have trouble explaining to people like, hey, this is why specifically you need it. Like, this is your use case and that is your use case. I'll tell you this again in a very broad way. If your use case is that you work online, you need Odin. If your use case, sorry, let me rephrase that. If your use case is that you work on a computer, you need Odin. Okay, so that's component 1. Component 2 is the Odin AI Pro Unlimited. So by the way, with the main version, you get like 5 tasks a day that you can do, 5 agents a day you can run, and then you get limits on how many times you can use the guide mode and act mode, right? But if you want to go unlimited, you need the component number 2, which is Odin AI Pro Unlimited. Now with this one, you don't do one job at a time. You can run multiple jobs in parallel. You can basically build an entire army of your agents doing Odin's bidding. So you get unlimited background tasks. You can run multiple tasks at once, which is fantastic because for me, I literally have 5 things I want to do, 10 things I want to do every single day, and I can give it all of it. It will do all of them. You can install it on up to 3 computers. So with the main license, you get just one deal, but now you can install it on 3 computers, right? And you get unlimited phone control. So you're not limited to how many messages you can send via Telegram. You can even upload files from Telegram. So let's say if you're browsing something, you want to upload an image or something from Telegram, you can send that over to Odin as well. You can send voice notes as well, right? And you get multiple voices you can choose from. So let me show you this. You get multiple voices that you have available over here. And again, we're using the cheapest possible service, so you don't have to spend a lot of money. If you want, we can integrate level labs for you, and you got to pay that API cost, but that's going to cost you a bit more. We don't want that for you. So this is the bootstrap way of getting results with AI in your business. You get that as well. And again, we have a 30-day memory. So now, by the way, we talked about memory. It has a limited memory because that costs as well. But now there's a 30-day rolling memory instead of a 7-day memory. So stuff you've done at the beginning of the month is going to remember at the end of the month as well. You can always download it and re-upload the memory to have it, consistently stay exactly how you want it. But you get 30-day memory as well, right? And you get priority support from our team too. So that's all included for you with Pro Unlimited. Now, the cool thing is this. I'm going to tell you this. With something like this, when we go unlimited, people expect like, hey, we're going to pay every month, we're going to pay every year. You don't. I'm going to show you this in a little bit, but the cost for you is going to be literally one time. Now, component number 3 is the 30 done for you conquest pack. Now, this is something where you are able to get 30 orders which are pre-built and fully tested. So if you want to make content, if you want to do something in finance, if you want to do outreach, if you want admin work to be done, all of that is scheduled in for you. All of that is literally scheduled in for you. So we have skills. I showed you skills earlier. We have 30 plus skills and more added all the time available for you. So this way you're not starting from scratch. This way you're not teaching basic stuff to Odin on your computer. It already comes with a lot of foundational stuff ready to go. So you're getting access to all of those as well. And then finally, this is where you're going to make a ton of money with Odin. You're getting agency license too. We'll be giving you 100 client seats. So remember the front end option, remember the main offer that we talked about, where you get one computer installed, 5 tasks that it can run all those things. You can now install Odin on 100 client computers or 100 prospect computers. And I'm going to give you, not right now, but later I'm going to give you additional email swipe you can use as well to just reach out to businesses and offer them this as a service, right? You can literally show them Odin, just like I showed you, and you can say, hey, what if this lived on your computer and it did all your admin things? And only you have access to it, no one else does. They're going to fall in love with it. They're going to pay you whatever you ask for. And you can charge them based on users, right? So you can set up open routing for them. You can say, hey, it's $99 a month. Unlimited users go crazy. And that API is going to cost you maybe like $5, $10 a month. And you get to keep that margin. So you get to build recurring income doing that. You get 100 client seats. You can charge setup fee. You can charge monthly for it. It's up to you. And you keep 100%. We don't take a single penny from that. We also give you a client management dashboard so that you're able to basically use it in there as you see fit. Now, the only other thing I will say as well is that we support you. We don't support your clients. If your clients get stuck, they will ask you. We can guide you. Simple as that, right? So in that way, you work directly with them. And just so you know, because of the certification that we need from Apple, from Windows, we got to keep the branding as Odin. We cannot change the branding. I know some people say like, hey, Neil, I want different branding. Well, Apple doesn't allow that. right? Both Apple and Windows cost about $200-300 a year for this branding. So one, you got to pay that, then you got to go through that process. It gets too expensive for you, so you keep Odin branding. You just give them access. And on top of all this, I'm going to give you a secret upgrade that no one else is getting access to. No one else outside of this webinar. So that secret upgrade is this. We're going to give you a 10-day Odin mastery sprint. So I'm going to spend about 60 to 120 minutes a day with you for next 10 days, which is going to start, I believe, on the 13th to 14th of July. But we're going to spend all that time together so I can show you every possible way to use and make money with Odin, right? This is such a broad appeal software that you're going to come in and you're going to be like, Neil, how do I do this? How do I do that? So I'm going to sit down with you, and from day 1 to 10, I'm going to show you how to make money with this, how to get it to do your stuff every single day. I mean, that alone is going to build such a strong Odin community. That alone is going to put so much money in your pocket that you're never going to want to try anything else after today again. Like, this is my biggest worry, right? That I buy something and then a week later, a month later, it becomes old. I got to go get something else. Odin is already so advanced that this is 3-6 months ahead of everything else in the market. So when you get this, you're locked in for a long, long time, and we'll continue to improve it. We'll continue to deliver you all those upgrades for free as a bundle buyer today, and you get to unlock all of those. So again, when you have this, this is really going to help you, because most buyers spend their first few weeks figuring out what to do, what to type. But when you get this, you're able to basically understand within 10 days how best to utilize it. But besides this as well, we have a lot of bonuses with every tier. You're going to unlock those as well. You're going to get access to all of those bonuses as well, which are all of these. Like, I'll just show you these 12 right now, and I'll explain them a little bit later again. So you get access to all of these 12 bonuses included for you as well. Right now, we do have 2 tiers if you want to get like the silver deal or the gold deal. But with the silver deal, I'm going to explain, you get 9 bonuses. With the gold deal, you get 12 bonuses. And, with the silver, there's 1 upgrade missing. So I'll explain that to you in just a minute once we get to it. Okay. And again, I think it's easier than giving instructions to a team member. What do you think? Right? It's actually, let me do this. Ask your questions, and I'm going to answer your questions about use cases right now. But let me show you something really, really cool right here, right now. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to get Odin to tell you what it can actually do. So let's go ahead and do this right now. Hey, Odin, I'm presenting a live webinar right now to my audience. I want you to tell them exactly what it is that you can do for them. Give me at least 10 use cases that will convince them to purchase Odin and actually use in their business as well. So now you'll see it's processing the information I've just sent. It's going to create a response, and it's going to speak it out loud as well.
Hey everyone, here's what Odin can actually do for you and your business. First, think of Odin as the teammate who never sleeps and can actually use your computer and your browser. If you're stuck doing the same clicking, copying, and pasting every day, pulling reports from one dashboard, uploading them to another, updating spreadsheets, filling out forms, Odin can run those workflows for you. That's hours back every week. Second, research. You can ask Odin to dig into competitors, summarize a whole industry in real time, find pricing, pull together prospect intel before a sales call, or track what your market is saying online. It does the browsing and the synthesis so you get the answer, not just 10 tabs. Third, sales outreach. Odin can draft personalized emails and LinkedIn messages based on a prospect's website or recent news, then help you send them. It can also follow up, update your CRM, and keep your pipeline moving without you living in Salesforce all day. Fourth, content creation. Blog posts, video scripts, newsletters, ad copy, social captions, Odin can write from your brand voice, repurpose one piece of content into 10, and even post or schedule it for you if you want. Fifth, customer support. It can draft responses to common tickets, pull order details, write help articles, and help your team respond faster without sounding robotic. Your customers get better replies faster. Sixth, finance and data workflows. Reconciling accounts, generating reports, pulling metrics from different tools, cleaning up spreadsheets. Odin can handle the boring data work that usually eats your afternoon. Seventh, recruiting. It can draft job descriptions, Screen resumes against a role, write outreach too. Candidates, schedule interviews, and track where everyone is in your hiring. Pipeline, ACE technical work. Developers can ask Odin to write code, debug errors, explain a codebase, deploy updates, or run commands in the terminal. Non-developers can get help building automations, websites, or simple apps without hiring an engineer. Ninth, presentations and documents. Tell Odin what you need to communicate, and it can build the slide deck, write the proposal, format the contract, or summarize a 50-page PDF into 3 talking points you can actually use. 10th, the stuff that falls through the cracks: booking travel, scheduling, meetings, summarizing calls, managing your inbox, filing expenses, finding the right app setting. Odin can do those little tasks that add up to a whole job. The real value is that Odin works inside your actual tools with your actual login, so you're not copying data between a dozen apps or learning some new platform. You just talk to it and it gets things done. That's the pitch.
So there you go. That was all Odin. That wasn't my wife. That wasn't sitting somewhere next to me. It was all Odin basically telling you in its own words what it can do. And by the way, just so you know, someone asked like, how much does it actually cost to use? Look at this usage, right? Over the last 7 days, and I used it a lot. Over the last 7 days, it's cost me $1.11 to use, and just 1 cent a day. And I've been using it a little bit. So altogether, it will probably cost you about 30 to 50 cents a day if you're using it for 8 hours a day. If you are giving complex tasks to run, that's how much it would cost you, which I think is incredible for the amount of work that it can do. But let me go ahead and answer some of the questions here from you as well about different ways of using it, and then I'll circle back to presentation quickly, okay? But yes, you can use it via Telegram, right? So it gives you control via your phone, so you're able to do that. Then there is an agency possibility too. I'll talk about that in a little bit. So yeah, I mean, someone asked, how can you make money with it? Of course, you can ask it to do things you want it to get done, but there's also other ways for you to make money with it by offering this to others as a service. We'll discuss more of that in just a little bit, right? But again, you have full cost control because you can bring your own model. We tell you which ones are really, really cheap, really affordable. Like this is really good, and it can read your screen as well when you want it to. It can do a lot of things for you. It can guide you. It can act on your behalf. It can do background agents, all those things. Okay. And yeah. So again, the thing that Odin does exceptionally well is give you finished results, right? I want to re-emphasize that because Odin's not one of those AI where it does one thing for you and then says, okay, go figure out how to continue this. It actually does the full thing for you as well. Can it run publish blog posts to my site? Yeah. I mean, you can use Guide or Act mode to work inside your actual CMS like WordPress or whatever you want. So you can actually draft and publish and not just hand you a doc. Can it build me a list of leads or prospects? Yeah, just the way I was, Islam was showing you earlier how to use a browser. It can research and compile lists the same way it built a ranked launch opportunity sheet on the sales page that we have shown as well. So it can do all the things for you in the browser, and it can build that for you, organically as well, which is very, very important because you don't want it to scrape sites so that it gets you banned, right? So it does it organically. For e-commerce, can it find winning dropshipping or POD products? Yeah, same research capability as we showed earlier, can do all of that as well. Can I use it to deliver client work and keep the money? 100%. 100%. Again, I'll discuss more about the client opportunity in a little bit, but yes, you can do that as well. Can it update my CRM? Yes, it can. So we actually had one of the beta users using it to update their Go High level, like build a funnel and Go High level. That person said to me that for their virtual assistant, it take them 8 hours. For now, this Odin takes like 15 minutes to build a funnel in Go High level. That's how cool it is. Okay, so all of this comes with a 14-day money-back guarantee. What that means for you essentially is that you got 14 days to enjoy this, put it to good use, make money with it. Like make money with it. And if it isn't doing what I've shown you today, if it isn't doing what you watched it do, what you wanted to do, just let us know. We'll give you money back. No problem. But look, I genuinely want to work with you because not until today has there been a technology that we put out, anyone's put out, that can actually be your second brain, that can clone you, that can be there for you to do your bidding whenever you need it to work. And What the guarantee basically means for you is that you're not betting on this working, you're testing it on your own machine, on your own tasks for 2 full weeks at our risk, not yours. Right? We actually, I don't know if you know this, but when you refund, in some instances, we actually lose money because we have to, Stripe, for example, keeps the fee in that case. I'm that confident about it that you're not going to want a refund once you use this yourself, which is why I'm happy to offer this to you. Because I know when you utilize this, when you realize what this can do, you'll be like, Neil, I just want to keep it forever. This is so good, right? This just works incredibly well. So you're going to absolutely fall in love with this. And again, I'll just answer a few questions that I typically see with something like this. Do I need to be technical for this? Not at all. Absolutely no. As I just showed you, all you have to be able to do is either type or talk to your computer, which I think you can do. The fact that your head tells me that you can do this, right? So no, you don't need to do that. It's simple. Install in Mac and Windows. What if it does something I don't want it to do, right? Very genuine concern. What if it goes outside my parameters? So we have built-in safety guardrails. You can stop it on command. It auto pauses if you take over in the act mode. So if it's doing something but you suddenly move your mouse or press a button, you take over again. Okay? It never touches passwords or card details. It asks before it does any reversible action. Okay? So the entire thing works the way you want it to work. That is the most important part in all of this. The entire thing is orchestrated by you as you want it to be. Right? Is my data going to some cloud server somewhere? No. Odin runs on your machine, on your screen. There's nothing hidden, no surprise bills from us. You just pay open router for what you use. There's no black box. Okay? I don't have a big audience or list. Will this still work for me? Absolutely. This isn't built around you having an audience. We're not asking you to go out there and sell something. I mean, you can sell this as a service. We talk more about that in bonus training as well. But it's built around tasks you already do every day: outreach, content, proposals, research. Right? So that's the most important thing. What if I'm too busy to set it up this week? No worries at all. We've got a quick start guide. This literally takes 5 minutes to watch. If you don't even want to watch that, like I said to you, once you install it on your computer, all you have to do, let me open this up right over here. All you have to do is come in, go to Open Router, set up an account, put the API key. That's it. That is literally it. I promise you this. Out of all the things you've purchased until now, out of everything that you have installed on your computer, this is the simplest one. This is the simplest one. It is close to as simple as downloading a PDF. But the power, it's just better than anything you've seen before. I promise you that much. Now, let's actually picture where this takes you in 60 days from now. Right? If you use this right, if you follow my training, if you use this right, your inbox won't feel like a second job anymore. Your tasks will get marked done, not drafted, right? So the stuff that you actually want to get done, it will get done, and you will reclaim hours that you didn't think were possible to get back. You'll reclaim so much time. You could literally be on the beach in the summer, having a barbecue with friends, doing whatever you want, playing bridge, whatever it is you do, while everything happens on your computer on your command, right? But here's what you need to think about. Do you want the next 60 days to look exactly like the last 60? I don't know what it's been like for you for the last 2 months. Maybe you've been buying a lot of stuff. Maybe you've been worried about a lot of things. How do you want the next 60 days to be? Do you want it to be the same as it was before, or do you want something to change today? Because that's what I'm offering to you. I genuinely believe that this is the last product you will need to purchase. In that this is going to answer all the questions you have about how do I actually do the things I need to do to make money online. Because you know strategies. I mean, you've sat through enough webinars, you've watched enough trainings, you know theoretically how to make money. The problem is when it comes to doing the work, there's so much that needs to get done. Finally, there's one software that actually does the work for you. Right? That's the important thing. And again, I know from experience that there's two kinds of people watching this right now. Person A acts today. They get this, they install Odin before they go to bed, they run their first task list tomorrow morning, and you've got hours back by the end of the week. Or you wait. You basically wait. You close this tab, maybe we'll come back, you try again on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're like, hey, I'll check it out again when I get another email from this another affiliate. And you're in the exact same place as you were in the last 60 days. Nothing changes for you. And again, if you're comfortable with no change, perfectly fine. Doesn't bother me. It's your life. You live it as you want. I'm going to continue to help hundreds and thousands of people that use Odin in their business. But if you want my help, if you genuinely want a technology that doesn't hinder you but supports you in what you're doing, then you need to get Odin right now. And getting started is easy. Choose silver or gold, install Odin, one click on Mac or Windows, and just run your first task today. That's all you gotta do. That's literally all you have to do. And remember, there is no risk for you. There's a 14-day money back guarantee. You can try it on your real tasks. If it doesn't deliver, you get a full refund. Of course, we'd like to help you because we generally want this to be something that is mass used by hundreds and thousands of people and hundreds of thousands of people out there. So we'd like to help you as we have done with all the beta users. So to do that, we want to know how we can make it better. If you can give us that feedback, great. If you don't want to, that's fine. You can have your money back. But I promise you this much. Like I said, I actually lose money when you take your money back. I genuinely lose money. You'd be so impressed with this that you wouldn't want your money back. You'd be so impressed with this that if you get silver today, but then not gold, you'd be begging me, Neil, can I just pay 200 more to get gold? And I will have to say no, because it wouldn't be fair on people like you that are buying the gold version today. Is that fair? Let me know, Kareem, Roy, John, David, Vernon, Joseph. You're all in? Type in bundle if you're in. Type in bundle. And again, we'll make sure the bonuses get delivered to you immediately as you are getting access, okay? So type in bundle and we'll make sure you are good. Bundle, bundle, bundle. I see. Okay, all good. Peter, you're in as well. David, Helena, Holly, Christopher, Michelle, Pancho, Tony, good. Lots of yeses coming in, which is always fantastic. Lots of bundle. But again, please remember this pricing that you're seeing right now is tied to the launch window. It is not going to be available after, and the cost of waiting is very, very high. If repetitive tasks are costing you roughly 11 hours a week and you wait even one more month before you fix that, that's 44 plus hours you didn't have to lose. That's 44 hours of your life that you can have back while still keeping the same level of results. And again, if you remember Adavia, we talked about him in the very, very beginning. He didn't get there by hoping. He got there by building a system and trusting it to do the job start to finish. That's the same decision that is facing you today. Except Adavia had to do all the hard work. For you, it's all already built. So go ahead, get the bundle deal, choose the silver, choose the gold, whatever works for you. To me, pick one. As long as you pick one, you're good. But if you don't want to regret having to pay $700 a year later, then just go out for the bundle, pay that $200 extra, and enjoy the agency seats that you're getting as well. Okay, just think about what would even getting 10 hours a week back look like for you. I think it would be quite life-changing. What do you think? Let me know in the chat box. Let me know. Type in Odin if you're getting Odin. Type in link if you need the link. Type in bundle if you've got the bundle deal. Type in silver or gold and just let me know what level you're getting as well. Okay? Let me know in the chat box. Fantastic. I'm seeing a lot of responses coming in, which is incredible. I truly appreciate it. And you guys have been great today. I know we've been here with you all this time answering your questions. If we missed something, I do apologize. We'll make sure we reach out to you, but I'm quite sure we answered pretty much everything for you. Awesome. Okay, so I'll wrap it up at that. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to know, reach out, ask, and we'll be happy to guide you. This is Neil Napier. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you use Odin in your business to get great results. It's going to make your life better. It's going to make your business better. It's going to make everything pretty fantastic. And I cannot wait to see you. Before I do though, one last thing. Hang tight. Hey, Odin, so I'm just about to wrap up the webinar. Could you just say a very quick goodbye to everyone watching, and could you remind them very quickly as to why they should purchase the bundle deal that we have offered today? Just keep it under, say, 50 words or so. Now, wait for Odin to give you its goodbye message.
Thanks everyone for joining today. Grab the bundle deal before it's gone. You're getting an AI teammate that automates your work, writes your content, handles research, and frees up hours.
All right, there we go. So this is what you're getting. I hope to see you inside, and I look forward to making your life so much better. Thanks, everyone.